Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Zach Pasquarello. I am a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor, and I own Harrisburg Bookkeeping. I wanted to hop on here real quick and give you guys a QuickBooks tutorial. QuickBooks is great accounting software if you're a small business owner. If you have it already, great. Hopefully, you're using it. If you don't have it already, it's not too late. You can get it now. You can get set up. It's pretty cheap if you do it yourself. If you ever have any issues and you feel like you need to outsource it, there are plenty of local accountants and bookkeepers that are willing to help you out. If you do have any specific questions, hopefully these tutorials can help clarify some things for you. And today I wanted to talk specifically about invoices and recording payments for those invoices. So this is not going to show you how to create an invoice, but instead this is going to show you what to do once you have received payment. So I'm going to use my QuickBooks Online sample company to demonstrate how to record an invoice payment. If you guys have any other QuickBooks questions, feel free to email me, call me. You can send me a message on my Facebook business page at Harrisburg Bookkeeping. Check out my website, harrisburgbookkeeping.com, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's go to the QuickBooks page here. Okay, so this is QuickBooks Online. If you already have QuickBooks, you're probably pretty familiar with this page. If you don't have QuickBooks already, then this is what it's going to look like once you get signed up. So, first of all, to find your invoices and your sales and your customers, on the left-hand side here, you're going to see sales. You've got several options: overview, all sales. I'm going to go down here to customers. So once you go down to customers, you can see all of your open invoices. So here up at the top, all these colorful little bars here, 10 overdue invoices, 20 open invoices, and then 12 recently paid invoices in the last 30 days. So for example, let's just say that you receive payment from this invoice here, $85 for Bill's Windsurf Shop. So like I said, I'm not going to show you how to create an invoice, but let's just say that Bill's Windsurf Shop, your customer, has now paid you. So you have a couple options. You can receive the payment directly from this option right here. So when you click that, it'll take you specifically to this invoice associated with this customer. But if you don't want to do that, you can also use your new button in the top left-hand corner. This will be kind of your shortcut for everything you're probably going to do in QuickBooks. Over here, you've got customers, vendors, and then other transactions over here. So for customers, we'll go down to receive payment. And here, this is that last screen that we were just on, but here you can search any customer. So you can do the drop down arrow, or you can just start typing your customer, and QuickBooks will auto-populate based on what you type. So Bill's Windsurf Shop, and then here, QuickBooks pulls up all the invoices associated with that customer. So payment date, whatever date they hand you money or they pay online with a credit card, debit card, ACH transfer. Payment method is important here. You're probably getting paid via check or ACH transfer or debit or credit card. If you have a credit card or debit card, chances are you already have a payment processor, and that's a whole different story if you want to sync your payment processor with your QuickBooks. But typically Stripe, PayPal, Square, they all kind of have their own way of receiving payment and handling invoices and things like that. So this is, you're probably going to do this more likely if you receive cash or check. So for this example, we'll say that Bill's Windsurf Shop paying you with a check. For the reference number, I like to type in the check number. So we'll say check number 123. And then this is important here. If you're going to deposit multiple checks at a time, I would recommend maybe depositing this to a asset account called undeposited funds. So it's important to remember everything you do in QuickBooks is just a virtual representation of what you're actually doing with your checking account, your money. So by receiving this payment, you are not physically depositing this money into your checking account. So we need to tell your virtual books, your bookkeeping, your accounting, your chart of accounts. We need to tell your chart of accounts where this money is going. So if you're not going straight to the bank and taking this check and depositing it into your checking account, you would technically want to deposit this to undeposited funds. And you would do that if you collect all of your checks for the day or collect all of your checks for the week and then go to the bank, the following day or the following week, and you deposit multiple checks at a time. So undeposited funds, and then QuickBooks automatically assumes that if you check this box, you're receiving the full payment. But if it's something less than the full payment, you can change it to whatever here, and then there will still be an outstanding balance remaining on this invoice. And then you can add an attachment, you can add it to the memo, whatever you want to do. We'll do the full payment. So you receive payment, you physically receive the check, and then you save and close. It's important to remember that from an accounting perspective, you will record your revenue on the date that you receive the check. It's not the date you deposit your check. So if you receive a check in December for payment, but you don't deposit it in your checking account until January, you still want to make sure you're capturing that revenue for December. So we receive the check from Bill's Windsurf Shop for invoice number 1027. You can click on that invoice to go to that invoice, but we know what it is. We know what the check was for, so we'll save and we'll close that. Now, if you deposit it to undeposited funds, then you will need to do another entry, and you will need to transfer. You basically need to deposit your checks into your checking account in your QuickBooks. And I'll explain that in a later video, how to deposit your funds and your checks and your payments. This is just receiving payment for an invoice. So now we see here when we go to Bill's Windsurf Shop, open balance $0. So took all of the open balance, took it out of accounts receivable, and we added it to our undeposited funds. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that explained how to receive payment. If you guys have a large number in your undeposited funds, I highly recommend checking that out. You shouldn't have money in your undeposited funds for more than a week, maybe more than 2 weeks. Definitely not. If you've got undeposited funds from last year or last month or weeks and weeks and weeks ago, definitely take a look at that. You want to make sure you clean that up because that'll mess up your balance sheet. That'll give you an accounting headache down the road when you clean up your balance sheet and check out your profit and loss. So hopefully that was helpful. Receiving payment, cash, check, ACH transfer, however you guys receive payment, you want to make sure you're accurately reporting that in QuickBooks. That way, at the end of the month, your profit and loss is squared away. At the end of the year, your Schedule C, your 1040, your taxes are all good to go. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you guys want me to make a specific video, feel free to send me an email, send me a message. I'm happy to help any way I can. I know QuickBooks can be cumbersome sometimes, but once you play around with it, once you get to know it, it can be a really powerful accounting software. So hopefully you guys are leveraging this software. Keep accurate books, stay organized. If you guys want to check out my Facebook page, I typically post daily bookkeeping tips and tricks and helpful hints when it comes to taxes, accounting, bookkeeping, business. So that's the video, how to receive payment, how to record payments for an invoice. Once again, my name is Zach Pasquarello. I'm a certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor, and I own Harrisburg Bookkeeping. And I will talk to you all in the next video.